Fishing with a good bud today, Will Hall, and we're up here coming out of one of my favorite places in Michigan, Hoyles Marina. We're going to run out today and fish some walleyes, and as you can see, it's dead flat calm. We got sunny skies. We're in mid-July, and it's just a perfect time to be on the bay. The bay is just full of walleyes right now. We're going to show you some bottom bouncing, probably some inline trolling with some inline weights. Hang with us. Hopefully we'll get a couple monsters in the boat. We'll be right back. Good one. Well, we're really starting to get in the fish here. We're running bottom bouncers, and Will just got another hookup. We've just completed a spin. We spun around on these fish. We're right out a mile west of buoy number 1, which is the very end of the shipping channel on Saginaw Bay. And the most consistent bite is down on the bottom, and we're hitting these fish. We've tried some inline weights, and seemingly the most consistent way of banging them is with a bottom bouncer. So we're running, actually, we found that these fish for some reason like a little lighter bouncer on, so we switched over to 1 ounce. We're running them back quite a ways, and the important thing with the bottom bouncer is you need to understand where it's running in the water column, and you don't want to drag the bouncer. Ideally, you'd like it that far up off the ground, or off the bottom. So what you do to achieve that is you let it out, you'll free spool it back slowly. Don't let it free spool and, you know, tangle up on you. You just let it go back, thumbing it back slowly, and it hits the bottom, and then you hold it basically and let that bottom bouncer run up with boat momentum. And then once you think that it's kind of leveled off and it's trail upwards, you let it down for a second time. And the second drop will enable you to stay 4 to 6 feet off the bottom. If you want that bouncer down on the bottom, you'll let it back a third time. Now, of course, speed is very important when you're running bottom bouncers, because if you were to pick up your speed after you set them, of course, they're all going to rise up. If you lower your speed or turn, it's going to drop them down on the inside. So it's very important that you set your speed first and then set your bouncers. It's okay to speed up. It's not okay to slow down. Will's letting that one go. It's another future 10-pounder. You can also see Will's letting that out with the clicker, which is the correct way to do it. You don't want to free spool it, because then of course it'll lay right on the bottom. You want to make sure that you're letting that out at a consistent slow rate so that that bouncer will keep running and it won't drag into the crawlers. You get a hook up, buddy?
Got one.
That is my favorite Saginaw Bay spinner, and we're going to show you what that is as soon as you get that, he gets this fish in. Taking a board off, it's just real important that you keep the line tight. We're going to reel down on it now, and I was fishing a PWT event in 2002 and actually had 4 triples on this spinner right here that we're pulling in. As you can see, it's white. A lot of folks throw white out here in the bay because it can resemble the flash of a shad. So white is a great color to pull in anything out here, really, cranks or crawler harnesses. I really like it, and I stick a red bead right in the middle for the bleeding effect.
Crazy.
Now you can see, I'll set that in the water and watch it run. Make sure the bouncer is right. Now I'm going to set it back. So I'm spooling it back. I just barely got my thumb on the line running it back so it doesn't get snarled on me. And I'm going to wait for it to hit bottom. You don't really even need line counter reels for this, as long as you got the feel of it.
Another fish right here, Mark.
Got another fish on, Will says. Good fish there. It looks like a drum though.
Board release. nobody home.
I hit bottom over here, and I'm going to let it spool down for a second time. Now I've hit again, and I'm going to close it. Now I should be just running off the bottom, just barely. We do use the tattle flag system, which means when I put it in the back clip, I got to create a little bit of slack there, so the flag will work. And that flag will really help you out a lot out here in Saginaw Bay, because there's a lot of perch out here, a lot of little ones, and we just took a little tiny white bass about that big a minute ago, and that flag was just, I could just see the flag just barely jerking back and forth. I checked it, saved myself a half hour of fishing with a white bass attached. So these tattle flags are real good to have. They are a tool that I would not be without. There he
Oh
goes.
boy.
Perfect. Just put this one up right here, Will. Set it
Oh,
right.
yeah.
Yep.
Told me that once already.
Yep.
That's a good idea. I'm gonna do that in my boat.
And Will has a hookup. Looks like he's tugging on you a little.
Okay, this is a better fish, Mark.
He says better fish.
Oh yeah. Wow.
Love it.
Coming now.
That's a decent fish. Keep
Better
him
one.
over here, Will. We got lines here. Oh,
I'm
no,
actually,
you're
I went
fine.
right over the top of them, Mark.
Okay.
We're good. And there we go. All right.
Beautiful. It's that quick release.
Yeah. I like that.
Yeah. Nice fish.
That's a good one. All right.
Nice and clean. That's why there's 500 boats out here today, right there. You had as much fun as we did, although I doubt that. We got into a whole bunch of walleyes here today and just had a great time with Will in the boat. We got to get up here again, Will.
Absolutely. I enjoyed every minute. I can't wait to get back.
Hey, for more information on fishing walleyes in Saginaw Bay, tune in to GreatLakesSportsman.com, and we'll have a lot of information on today's show, as well as how you can get a video for today's show. Again, I'm Mark Sack for Great Lakes Sportsman Television. Thanks, and take care.